Alright, we're going to go through maybe one cycle before class starts. This WOD is called Day of the Beast.
We do cross training, we do CrossFit. I mean, you name it, we've encompassed everything you can possibly do when it comes to fitness. Hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of Two Fit Guys Talk Show. I'm your host, Hollie, along with my co-host, Chuck Weaver from the Durst Strength Training System. Hey, today's topic, we're going to get right into it. It's off the chain. And this is 99.9% of the reason most of the people are out there. Good morning, and happy holidays to everybody. Welcome to this edition of Two Fit Guys Talk Show. I'm your host, Hollie Mays, along with my co-host, Mr. Chuck Weaver of the Durst Strength Training Systems. Wow, man, just a great time of the year. You know, everybody's coming up saying, hey, look, I want to do this, I want to change this, Chuck. New Year's resolutions, that's crazy. Your neighbor's probably doing one, your co-workers are giving you one. They've probably been working on this thing since September. But here's the crazy things. How beneficial are they? Okay, how beneficial are New Year's resolutions? Psychologically, what does that do to the actual accomplishment of your fitness goal? We're going to talk about that a little bit there, because that's important. That's important. You shouldn't go past this day not knowing the truth about your New Year's resolution from a fitness standpoint. Okay, and that's what we're going to hit on. Chuck, what do you think about New Year's resolutions? Because I know you're here too.
Oh yeah. It's I mean that's really how personal trainers get started in the new year. That's how they rejuvenate their business.
Yeah, that's how they resolution. You're right. You're right about that.
And you know, for a very long time, and even now, there are some trainers out there that they feed off of that. They want the New Year's resolutions. They want that line of business. But truth be told, what the actual endeavor is, Hollie, is life culture enhancement.
Right.
All right. We as personal trainers are here to change lives.
Absolutely.
And not just offer 30, 60, 90 days, get fit quick, lose weight fast programs. That's not how it happens.
Right.
And we shouldn't train people that way.
Absolutely.
Right? We should allow the body to react progressively and naturally, not hurry up, burn this weight, get sore, now you're catatonic and you can't move, but come back in the gym anyways because you got to work out and you pay for this package.
Right.
So come on in, get all this work and volume in and short circuit your central nervous system. Oh, and now 2 weeks later,
You got an issue.
you don't see that client anymore.
You got an issue.
We make the phone calls, none get returned. We send the emails, none get returned. And maybe a month or a month and a half later, you run into that person and you just say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, what happened? Don't know what. Yeah, things just got a little too rough to deal with.
Right.
And, the reality is that New Year's resolutions are great from the point of it's something that people want to do.
Right.
But here's the deal, Hollie. We have to provide the education, input the information, feed these people the data to get them to understand that though you're starting with the New Year's resolution, you're really opening the first chapter of what and how you will progress in fitness and health and wellness for the rest of your natural life.
And I just want to piggyback off you on that one too, Chuck. A lot of times when people make these New Year's resolutions, they don't make them for a lifelong journey. They make them for, oh, okay, I want to get into this dress, or I want to be a part of this event that's going on, so I got to get smaller. Okay, we're not making it a lifestyle change. So the first thing I do want to hit on when we're talking about New Year's resolution is understand first why you're making your New Year's resolution. Now, I've never liked the term New Year's resolution, Chuck. You know, if you want to call it goal setting or recharging your mind or, you know, restructuring, you know, your lifestyle. So, but New Year's resolution is something that I've never liked because it's something that you're trying to resolve. When you say resolution, you're trying to resolve something. And unless you have a psychological issue, there's nothing that you need to resolve. There's just something you need to get better at and something you need to change that has nothing to do with a resolution. So when we start using terms like resolution, I think we're kind of messing ourselves out of what the true meaning of that really means. And another thing, just piggybacking on you, personal trainers out there, fitness coaches, guys, quit waiting till the end of the year and using the community to jumpstart your career. Get back to the basic, to what you were taught when you was getting those certifications or when you fell in love with fitness. Because that love of fitness would transcend over into your clients.
Yes.
Okay? If your client does not feel loved and appreciated, like you care and you want to take time and they're not just a dollar sign, they're going to leave in 2 to 3 weeks like Chuck was just saying.
Right.
And when you see them, it's going to be an awkward conversation
Right.
because it's like there was no love there. So personally, they don't feel a connection with you. Okay? So guys, just to recap, hey, New Year's resolution, first of all, change that. Okay? If you have goals, write down your goals. Say, hey, from a fitness standpoint, this can go with any goal. Psychologically, you need to prepare your mind for a change before you can prepare your body for a change. Okay? So write it down. Hey, this is what I want to do. If you want to lose 20 pounds, great. Great. Make sure that you understand and get educated on what happens when you lose 20 pounds.
Right.
Because sometimes when you lose 20 pounds, you may end up looking like you lost 50. Now you got people coming in to you, you know, talking to you crazy. Okay? But you can lose 4 inches and look like
There you go.
you lost 20 pounds. But I'm not going to dwell on that, Chuck. Another thing that I want to talk to you about and is the eating during the holidays. You know, everybody, we didn't get a chance to touch on this before in depth, but the eating during the holidays. Everybody making excuses for being able to eat the way that they want to eat during the holidays in preparation for this New Year's resolution.
Right.
During the holidays, what are some things you suggest, and not just for now, but later on, you know, that you suggest that people can eat?
It's either going to fall in one or two ways, Holly. And I mean, you know, the thing that I tell my clients is this: it's the holidays.
Right.
Your family's in. Enjoy yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now that's one way.
Right.
Okay, that's one way.
That's one way.
Second way is your family's in. It's family time. Think in regards to nutrition. There are so many ways to prepare a turkey,
Right.
a ham, sweet potatoes, even dressing.
Right.
You know, believe it or not, desserts. There's very great organic ways to make pies that you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference
Right. Right.
between how it comes out from a home cooked standpoint and how it comes out from the organic standpoint. But I think when we think about doing something nutritious and having this festive holiday spirit, the two don't match. But I'm here to tell you, America, they do.
Right. Right.
They do. In fact, it's an awesome journey to take, and it's very fun, and at the same time, it's very refreshing to know that, you know what, I can have this great meal that everybo's gonna like,
Right.
and I can prepare it in a way that benefits everyone.
Okay.
You know, we you know, there's a lot of oils that we need to tap into, a lot of different spices that we need to educate ourselves on, a lot of different ways of lean cooking. Again, I'm the biggest advocate of paleo. You know, take that educational journey and know what it means to, you know, go with zero or a very limited amount of breads and grains. Know what it means to take dairy out, and know what, and in all actuality, in the way that we used to prep our food, before the holiday season.
Right.
Before the grocery stores and things of that nature and all the processed foods came into play, our food was just as good, if not better.
Right.
But suddenly our taste buds shifted, specifically when it comes around holidays.
Yeah.
You know, because again, the families there and things of that nature, and we want to do what tastes good. We remember what we ate in our childhood, and you know, I can't wait to taste Aunt Sandra's macaroni and cheese, and I can't wait to get back from my mom's collard greens and the turkey and the dressing and so forth and so forth, and that's great, you know. But at the same time, don't think that everything has to be cyclical,
right,
and you have to repeat history. No, find some different ways to prepare that holiday meal. And again, that's a journey. I would say Google paleo, the caveman diet, the maker's diet, zone. You got so many different ways of looking at meal preparation and then meal portion.
Right.
You know,
That's
so it's two different ways to look at it. Go on out and enjoy yourself. Here's the deal, though. Don't come back January 1st feeling all pitiful and bad about it because of what you did. No, that's okay. It is what it is. You knew what you were going to do.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it, and fine. And now, hey, you and I are here. You know, Z-Pal's here from
Right.
New You Fitness and Nutrition. Mr. P is here from MDF MMA, and Donnie Postas from XR Fitness, and we're here to not necessarily get those extra pounds off of you. No, we're here to take your health and wellness and your state of fitness to the next level.
And I want to give a shout out to New You Fitness with Z-Pal. Hey, you guys got to check out his Facebook page. Wonderful Facebook page, a lot of different information. Also, check out Chuck's Facebook page as well. You got to go to endurcestrength.com if I'm not mistaken. Okay, check out a lot of stuff on there, man. We're here to educate you. Once again, it's all one thing to say, hey, look, you want to lose weight. But if you're losing weight and don't know how or why, sooner or later you're going to get back into that same rut to where you're always trying to lose weight. And that's not a lifestyle change. That's not even a psychological change, okay? That's a community change, okay? So you don't want to do a community change to where you're trying to do things to appease a neighbor or a family member. Oh, Brenda lost 10 pounds, I got to lose 10 pounds. No, you got to change the way you think about this thing, but you can't do that until you understand what you're thinking about. Does that make sense? Okay, so going back to what Chuck was talking about, hey guys, we understand the holidays are here, we understand they're gone. Now, don't feel regretful for what you did. Now is the time to ask the questions. Now is the time to Google and to go and email us about what's going on in your life. What's put you right at the top of that hill, and what keeps you from going up or is bringing you down. That's what we're here for. Okay? But real quickly, I want to always take a break so Chuck can give his information, just in case somebody have a question in the midst of listening to what we're talking about. Okay? But Chuck, real quick, how can everybody get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Verbal typo. EnduracistStrength.com is the website. You can also email me at enduracist@gmail.com. Facebook and Twitter, I'm there. 214-690-5405 is my cell.
Already, and of course, you know, I'm Hollie Mays at Amazing Motivational Fitness. You can catch me on Facebook. You can always go to the website at icanbefit.biz. You can also Google me at icanbefit@gmail.com. And you can always hit me on my cell at 214-517-2594. But New Year's resolutions is what we're talking about. Now Chuck, it's January, first week in January.
That's right.
Okay? You're talking to a person who just got through the holidays.
That's it.
Made these weight loss resolutions. What should they do now?
Number one, the first agenda, slow down.
Slow down.
Slow down.
Slow down.
Because people run into the New Year's resolution
Already.
pipe at 110 miles an
They
hour.
go get all the gym memberships. And, yeah.
They spend that first day, they're in there almost 3 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and they're doing everything. They go Zumba, they go to the sauna, they play some basketball or racquetball, then they go lift weights. And, you know, it's, yeah, I'm in it. I'm great. Warning, 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 America. And here's the real deal. I'm gonna put you on the 3 little letters. CNS stands for Central Nervous System. Your brain is only there to compensate for so much physical activity in a day. Okay? It can only compensate for so much physical activity in a day. If you're a professional athlete, then it is your job to stay in shape. So I understand, you know, the whole 2-a-day deal, because you, along with your collegiate and high school counterparts, have a job to do.
Right.
All right? And you're going to be given time to do it.
Right.
And if you're a pro athlete, you're being paid to do it.
Right.
Right.
That's even better.
So yeah, so there's incentive right there. But the wildest thing that I have ever seen, Holly, and I've actually took myself through, and I look back now and I'm just like, what was I doing? Is for a man or a woman who works a job to go into the gym in the morning, work a full 8, 10, 12-hour job, and come right back in the evening.
That's interesting, because I'm, you know, and I wasn't expecting you to say come back in the evening. I'm still mind-boggled about working out before you go do an 8-hour job. Let alone you just mentioned coming back in the evening.
Yes, sir.
Here's my question. Email me this. If you're looking at this, I want you to email me www.icanbefit@gmail.com. Email me the significance in you doing that. Because I'm at awe at that. You know? Because first of all, I'm wondering, are you eating enough even to compensate the caloric downpour that you're about to experience? Okay? That's first of all. Second of all, if you physically can do that, I want to know what was going on with you before you even started doing that.
Now look at you.
Okay, so please email me once again, icanbefit@gmail.com. Just let me know where you got it from. Let me know, you know, explain to me briefly why you do it. If someone told it to you, let me know, because psychologically and physically you're killing yourself.
Here we go.
Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
Talk to him.
You're killing yourself. From a psychological standpoint, I don't even think your glucose levels will even suffice you being able to do that. And you're certainly not producing enough ATP to produce the energy
the real deal. Talk
to do. But that's another subject. I'm not going to get too technical on it. But think about it. Physically, mentally, spiritually, are you truly giving it 110%? You can't tell me the workout in the morning has the same intensity as the workout in the evening. And then we're going to talk about the work schedule in between
There you go.
that left you physically and psychologically drained.
Come on.
You have to get away from the psychological impairment that you have when it comes to physical activity. You got to educate yourself. Cooper Institute offers a lot of information. NASM, ASCM offer a lot of free information. Bodybuilding.com. Go to Chuck's website. Come out to our Facebook pages. You guys got to start educating yourself, because when you're not understanding those small things that can happen, those small things compound and compound and compound, then you got a big issue. Then you got liver issue. You got kidney issue.
There's a big,
Okay?
big,
Then you got heart issues.
big.
And let me explain something to you. And I'm gonna say this to all the people that are getting ready to go to the gym right now. If you just got off the night shift working,
Here we go.
if you have not eaten, and if you are not eating enough or plan on eating more than what you were currently eating, stop right now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Stop right now. Pre-workout, post-workout, most important meals of the day.
There you go.
If you're not eating those, and you're listening to your friend who may be slightly larger than you,
Right.
or maybe talk a little bit louder than you,
Right.
stop. Okay? Talk to some health professionals. That's why we always recommend you go talk with your physician before you start any physical activity program.
Please.
Because they will let you know, hey, look, physically, this is what you need to do. From a health standpoint, this is what's good for you. This is what's not good for you. But we don't do that because we hate to be told something. Everybody wants to be in command of something.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay? But I'll tell you, like my father always told me about the Titanic. The same man that tried to drive the Titanic sunk the Titanic. Okay? He should have been consulting some other folks that knew about some things more than what he knew. And I say the same thing about you guys when you start your program. So this 2-a-days, you're not getting paid. You're not going to the pros. You're not going to college and playing ball. If you're over 28 years old, hey, you can knock it off.
That's right.
Okay, stop it.
That's right.
And now you need to think of your long-term health benefit. It's no longer a short spurt thing that you experience when you're doing this activities, going into sports or some collegiate athlete or something like that. No. This is a lifelong thing. We're talking about when you get 60, the results of what you did when you were 25 are now seen. But I can get into that because that's one of the, it's funny you mention it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's America's addiction to it's the addiction to extreme.
Right.
And here's the other side of it, Hollie. Your organs.
Oh my God.
Right? So your central nervous system programs is the programming highway. Brain sends out signals and things like that. If you look at it, it's in the shape of a body. That's what it looks like. So you compound your central nervous system with all of this stress and you overload it. And we wonder why we wake up feeling foggy, nauseated, lethargic, loss of appetite, the whole nine. We wonder why that happens, but then on the other side, and you just hit on it, Hollie, you know what? You may have a shredded, ripped physique. You may have gotten exactly what you needed to get off of this horrendous, high-paced, aggressive workout schedule. But I'll tell you what's happening and what you're not seeing. Below your six-pack, below your ripped arms, below your well-defined shoulders and your chest and your well-sculpted legs is the fact that your organs are suffering. Your kidneys, your liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder. Let's not even talk about the reproductive system. Okay. You're putting all of those organs on the firing line. Right. And it's just a matter of time. And it's happening. It's well known in the boxing and MMA community, right? Because those two lines of combative sports have a notorious reputation for overtraining. Okay, they have a notorious reputation for overtraining. I've watched this deal where now they a lot of people, and it's even coming into the CrossFit communities, these high altitude gas masks to make you breathe better. You want to breathe better? Breathe! All right? You want to breathe better? Breathe. Increase your carbon dioxide to monoxide exchange system naturally. Right? God didn't give you a gas mask to wear at birth. Okay, so if you want to get into shape and be able to increase your work capacity, just keep working at it. There's no fast way to get there, folks.
And that's key.
Yeah,
that's key.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say there is no fast way to get there. And I don't care whether you get gastric bypass, whether you go and get this lap band. Hey, real talk, your body is still psychologically and mentally, your nervous system is still sending out signals that you're fat still. You're overweight. You're obese. So make no mistake and say, oh, okay, well, although I had this surgery, I'm better off than I was. No, you're not. Because if you had high blood pressure before the surgery, you still have high blood pressure. Okay? But here's the deal. If you have never learned how to take care of your body from a physical standpoint and a nutritional standpoint, you can have all the surgeries in the world. You're gonna be right back there in 6 months to a year. Okay? But Chuck touched on a very interesting point. The oxygen consumption. Smokers, drinkers, sedentary people.
There you go.
Older people. listen to me, asthma, bronchitis, chronic bronchitis. You're looking at a person who has been diagnosed with both chronic bronchitis and asthma. I promise you I can outrun the best of them. Let me explain to you one reason why. A, I increased my fluid intake. I drink water. It helps with oxidation throughout the system. It keeps the body cool. It helps the blood flow a lot better. Okay? It helps the signals from the brain to the body during muscle contraction work a little bit more fluently. Water is great. Second thing, learn how to breathe. This is what I see all the time.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is.
That doesn't even make sense. You just inhale something you just blew out.
That's right.
You inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth.
Breathe kinetically. Come on.
But because we don't want to take the time, we're asking Uncle John or Sarah over here how to do some things that you ain't never even seen them do. They just look better than you.
That's it. And we want to know what they do to look like that.
Absolutely.
And the only thing they can do, they can tell you is, oh man, I mean, I come in here, man, I get it in every day.
That's exactly what you hear.
Really? Is that really?
They never mention nutrition.
That's right. That's right. They don't want to talk about genetics because some people
At
are
all.
just gifted.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Some people can eat a
Whatever.
whole pack of cookies before the gym.
Yeah.
And they got a shredded up six pack, and you will wonder, oh, what? How do you do that? Because that is the God-given genetic traits that they have.
Absolutely.
And here's the deal, America. Don't go try to look like anyone. Become the best and strongest version of yourself, in the words of a doggone genius who is out there right now. His name is Elliot Hills. All right? From hillstrength.com. And he's on Facebook. Free information. I promise you, if he doesn't wind up in a university teaching somewhere, it'll be a shame.
Right.
Because the information that he gives up is phenomenal. He's shown me and helped out, I'm sure, 1,000 other trainers in their careers and just changing the perspective.
Right.
But his quote is and what he holds his personal commitment to himself and his clients are: become the strongest version of yourself. And not strength as in equated to weights. The strength that's equated to being successful in life. Become the strongest version of yourself, which means you, America, have to have an appreciation for yourself.
There you go. There you go. And, you know, and just before we go and just kind of make sure that you guys have our information again before we kind of wrap some things up. America, this is a new year. A lot of plans are being made to do something different. Okay? Well, let them be different. If you truly want to change something, change it.
That's it.
Don't change certain aspects of it. Change it. And here's the deal. This is what you will find out, America. This is what you'll find out. When you quit trying to change certain points that you think and just change the whole thing, you'll find out how change works and what change will do. Change will help you see, feel, and think a totally different way. Not just about a particular thing, but about the entire thing. Okay? Once again, just for a little break, I'm Hollie Mays with Amazing Motivational Fitness. You can always catch me at icanbefit.biz. You can email questions or comments if you have any to icanbefit@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also give me a call, 214-517-2594. Chuck?
Yes, sir. That is Chuck Weaver of Endurance Strength Training at www.enduracestrength.com. You can email me at enduraces@gmail.com, and I can be reached at 214-690-5405. Big shout outs to the home of Endurance Strength
All
Training.
right.
MDF MMA.
Yeah.
All right. 1017 South Cedar Hill Road, Cedar Hill, Texas, 75104. www.mdfmma.com. Headlined by the one and only Eddie Posas, Sr. All right, and a true guru and mentor of the Kempo Karate and mixed martial arts and Filipino Ardenese communities. Please come by and see him for all your self-defense and close quarters combat needs. We have kids programs available, after school care programs. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can pay me a visit and feel what and get to know what it feels like to be enduricized from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at 2 p.m. Come on down and see us. Big shout outs to Donnie and Natalie Posas of XR Fitness, Mr. BJ, who headlines up the kids program at MDF MMA, and Big Z Powell.
Yeah, I was just going to give a shout out to Z. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Come see him. You're missing out in 2013 if you do not pay heed to what that brother puts down on Facebook.
Absolutely.
You need to hit him up. You need to get him involved in your life regarding your nutrition and fitness. A lifetime guru is in DFW along with Hollie Mays and myself. Hit us up. Take advantage.
And I got to say this only because I know someone's going to do what I did when I was looking up Z's number. It's in you, why you.
There you go.
Okay?
Put that space.
In you, space, why you.
There you go.
All right? Make sure you check this brother out. This brother's a genius when it comes to nutrition. And let me tell you something. He got me on a good track. He's helping Chuck out with some things. Guys, as we close, I'm going to leave you with something. New Year's resolution. Okay? New Year's resolution. Cut it. Cut it. Write out what you want from a fitness standpoint. Bring it to a fitness professional. Once again, you got our email addresses. You don't need to look because you know where you can get the information, and it's free. It's free. Okay? Write them down. Bring them to us. Let us sit down with you and let us teach you how to go from point A to point B. And understand, there's a long gap between A and B.
It's a lifelong gap.
Don't think that you go to A to B to C to D and all in 1 week. It doesn't happen.
All in 1 year.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't. Matter of fact, speaking of that, check out New You Fitness. Check out Z, his transformation. He's doing it over a year, if I'm not mistaken. And this brother's in shape. But it goes to let you know, hey, look, nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. But once again, we were talking about New Year's resolution. We're talking about things you should do going into 2013, changing your mindset, making sure you look at things differently, understand the life, understand what you need to do, and get good health. I'm Hollie Mays with Amazing Motivational Fitness. This is my co-host Chuck Weaver with Endurance Strength Training Systems. Hey, check out his new DVD. You can check it out on Facebook and also go to his website to get it. You can also get it at icanbefit.biz. Once again, it's 2 Fit Guys. Hey, we're out. Y'all be safe.
Some people